Thank you, Rick. Today we are at the Mike S. Merrill Pet Resource Center in Hillsborough County. And we're going to go inside and learn a little bit about pet resources, what they do, their volunteers, their animals. Come on in.
We're going to make Pupsicles for the dogs. They're frozen broth and dog food treats. So they end up looking like this, and it provides a nice frozen cooling treat for the dogs. We pop them out of this bowl, put them in their kennel, and it gives the dogs something to do while they're hanging out in their kennel waiting for their new home.
So I'm here with Christine, and now we're talking enrichment. And tell me, Christine, first of all, what we're doing, and then we'll talk about why we're doing it.
Okay, we are here to prepare some enrichment for our dogs. We like to give them both out-of-kennel enrichment and in-kennel enrichment. When we're home bored, we can't, we like to open a book, maybe binge watch a Netflix show. Nice. Our dogs can't do that here, so we give them something to occupy their minds while they're waiting in their kennels for their home.
Awesome.
Okay, you ready to start cooking?
Let's do our cooking segment. This will be great.
So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you your utensil.
My utensil.
We're going to open up a can of dog food, and we're going to divide one can of dog food into 3 different bowls.
Okay.
That's our first ingredient.
I can do that so far.
Our finished product will be a Pupsicle.
Gotcha. A Pupsicle. We're doing Pupsicles today. Today on Goin Places, we're making Pupsicles. Okay, so about 1/3 in each, you said?
That's right.
Okay.
This is our base to our Pupsicle.
And at this point, any dog food will do, or are there specific kind of flavors you're going for?
We really utilize any kind of dog food. Luckily, we don't have too many picky connoisseurs here.
Right. If it's food, I'll eat it.
That's right. And again, we rely heavily on donations. So this was donated from a member of the public here. So
awesome.
Off of our wish list.
So between volunteers and the public, we keep pet resources running. All right. So I did okay there. I got three different sets, right? We're looking good.
Perfect, perfect.
And what's next?
Broth. So go ahead and open up the broth.
Okay. That's exciting. You open that.
And we put enough broth in there to cover the top of the dog food.
The top of the dog food.
Perfect.
So I didn't have to.
Great.
I didn't have to put. I didn't have to mix it all. The liquid's gonna do that.
That's right.
Okay.
Excellent.
And even thirds. Do I use the whole thing?
You can, and then we also are going to add just a little bit of water for diluting.
Okay, very good.
Just a little bit.
We have a water container.
Yeah, ready to go.
Okay, so, and then just a little bit of that as well.
That's right.
Okay.
Perfect.
A dollop of water.
A dollop of water.
Okay. Wow, this looks delicious. Nice. Okay.
And then to top it off, we can add some cheese.
Oh, see, one of my favorite things when I was much younger and healthier was canned cheese. So we put some cheese in there.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay, and you got to look like you're really.
You have to have some flair to it.
Right?
Add a little flair. That's right.
And when it's a cooking segment, we got to make sure it's looking like. And then you do one of those at the end. Is that enough cheese for each of them?
Oh, I don't think there's ever enough cheese, but that'll work.
Okay, cool. Very good. Here, I'll give them a little extra. Okay. So, and it depends on the size of the dog, I guess, too. So do you give little dogs big Pupsicles?
We do, because it gives them a chance to savor it, so to speak. So they can lick it, they can gnaw on it.
So no matter the size of the dog, same size Pupsicle. Okay.
That's right.
All right, so we have our ingredients.
We have our ingredients. Now we're going to transfer those bowls.
Okay, very good. Into the freezer.
Into the deep freeze.
Nice.
Go ahead and put those on in there.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
And then if you want to bring out frozen water.
Ah, sure.
And just like that.
Nice. And we've got frozen Pupsicles. Look at that. And you got a little ice on the bottom. Oh, that's fantastic. Let me get a couple of those out. That one looks like it's appetizing. And then we'll put another one of those in so that later I'll have done my job and created more Pupsicles for you guys.
Very nice. Perfect.
And I see that there's Pupsicles in there in smaller ice cubes as well,
right?
right?
Sometimes, as you mentioned, for small dogs, if they're very small, sometimes we have dogs that can't chew very well. We will give them a smaller ice cube type.
Yeah, that's great. All right. Okay, so now we have Pupsicles, and those look appetizing. I don't know if I can fit my head in the dish, but boy, they look tasty. Maybe I could try that. Let me see if I can get in there. Oh, salty.
It is
very
salty.
nice. Wow.
Replaces the salt from the sweat.
Gotcha. I am so this will be okay. Dogs will eat anything, right? It's not like I'm ruining it for the
no,
poor
not
dog.
at all.
So.
They're happy to share.
Yeah. So I taste a little bit of cheese and a little bit of salt.
Yep.
And then that little bit of broth in there for the and dog food. Wow.
That's right.
Hopefully that's some good stuff. Oh, it's beef and chicken. Yeah, that's gonna be good. All right, one more taste.
Refreshing for people and dogs, apparently.
Looking like a puppy. That's awesome. Well, that's great. Okay, and so Pupsicles are part of the enrichment deal, and that it's healthy for them, but it also makes them work.
Right.
And a lot, like me chasing an ice cube on the floor or something like that, it takes a while. Well, thanks for joining us today as we created a plethora of Pupsicles for the dogs here at Hillsborough County Pet Resources. And in our next segment, we'll create some peanut butter play toys and deliver them to our furry friends. Back to you, Rick.